Welcome back to New Entry Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Ian, with my co-host, Eva. What it do, baby?
Hey, and hey, listeners out there, how you guys doing?
Damn, Ever. Why it look like you've been out in the parties all night? Why you been drinking, man? It look like you just woke up or something.
Nah, no,
Stop
no,
lying
I'm
to
good.
me.
No,
Stop lying to me.
I wish.
What's
Just
going on
kidding.
in the wrestling news, man? What's going on in the wrestling world?
Yeah, well, you saw Jey Uso came back. He came back on
Yes,
SmackDown.
to
He
defend
helped his
the
brother defend his
yeah,
tag team titles.
yes. Who did he face? They faced the Hit
Uh,
Rows.
no, they faced Ricochet and Braun Strowman.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, Sheamus and Drew McIntyre is the one that faced Hit Row.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
no, that's pretty interesting. Jay came back. He even said that he told Jimmy, I got always got your brother, I always got your back. And later on, Sami Zayn meets up with Jey Uso, and then Sami Zayn tells Jay that, I acknowledged you. So that's pretty interesting. That's a
yeah,
nice twist because this whole feud started with Jey Uso.
yeah.
So now the question is, I don't know, do you think Jey Uso should be the one to take both titles or one of the titles from Roman Reigns?
No, I think what he's gonna do, he's gonna like right now, you see how Sammy did to him technically? Like, oh, we're just like here. They're probably just gonna turn on him at the chamber. So so Jey Uso's gonna turn on Sammy at the chamber.
Hmm.
He's gonna stay at the bloodline. He's just
Oh,
still tag team champion with his brother. It's kind of weird if you're tag team champions. So you're like, how are Reigns gonna end? Oh, we're just gonna split off, and then how titles are gonna get split off again. That's kind of weird. So I
unless
think,
they play it off right.
yeah, only if like Jay accidentally screws over. But then Cody versus Sammy would be great because the fans want it. But for at WrestleMania, but still, it's like you want Roman versus Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. There's a lot of story going on into Roman Reigns title range. He has Roman Reigns has Cody, and then he also has Zammy. But I said it on my TikTok video, just because Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble, it doesn't mean he's gonna go and defeat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania because right now I believe he is at 894, 95 days as Universal Champion. So after WrestleMania, he's going to be either by WrestleMania, he's going to be over 900 days.
Wow.
So by May, he's going to hit the 1,000 range, around the 1,000, maybe close to it. I forgot. I'm not really. I think yeah. Once in the middle of May, or obviously definitely in the end of May, he's going to be over 1,000 days.
Mm,
So why end the streak before that when you're just 2 months away?
yeah.
You know. Um. What was the other thing? Also, I believe if code obviously Roman Reigns can't have the title for 3 more years.
Yeah.
Oh no, would it be 2 more years for him to be Bruno's
I think
longest
so.
reign?
Yeah. Well, I think Bruno had it close to like a decade. No,
Was it a decade? I thought
I
it was
th-
only 4 years.
I don't know. Maybe. I know he had it for a long time. He had it for like 3,000 days or something.
Yeah, I believe it was 4,000. Maybe his whole title range, because wasn't he like a 2 or 3 time world champion?
Yeah. Let me see. Let me look it up.
Meanwhile, ever does that. So yeah, so I feel like yes, I truly believe Cody Rhodes should be the one to defeat him. But at the same time, it's like, damn, I feel like at WrestleMania 40 should be the one where we get Roman Reigns should drop both titles. Even if that's night one and night two. But I feel like WrestleMania 40 would be the perfect fit for that.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like Bruno Sammartino combined reign, he had 11 years, 4,040
Mhm.
days. For one single reign, it was 2,803 days. So that, let's do the math on that. That's 2,803
That's
divided by
4 years.
365. 7.6 years.
Got it. And one title reign?
One title reign.
Oh
It's a
wow.
long single reign. So total he had so two reigns. He had about like averaging like he had averaged about like he
That's a
averaged about
lot.
2,000 days per reign.
Oh
Wow.
wow.
But yeah, he held the title for
Yeah, because at that time he used to meta because he was the draw for Madison Square Garden.
yeah, close to 8 years. So
Yeah.
I don't think Roman's gonna have it for 8 years, but I think he's gonna probably beat Hogan's reign. I think Hogan's reign was like, let's see, I'm gonna look it up right now. Hogan's
Do you
reign.
think
Wow, no, he's not. Wait a minute.
do you
He's gonna.
think oh
Wow,
go ahead.
he's gonna probably beat Pedro Morales' reign of a
Okay.
thousand twenty-seven days. But and Bruno's second reign, I think Bruno one of he probably he's probably six right now. Roman, if he beats 1,027 days, which is 100 and something more days, right? Probably like this year, he probably
Mhm.
will break Pedro Morales' reign, and he needs another like half a year to beat Bruno's second reign of 1237. He needs to be like champion for like close to 5 years to catch Hogan.
Is Roman Reigns even close to the top five?
He's six right now.
So how many days until he's on the top five?
What day is he on right now?
892.
He needs 135 more days. So that leaves to what?
4 months.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me look it up.
Ever's doing a lot of research right now.
Oh yeah. So it's gonna fall on. Let's see. Let me see. It's gonna be June 26th, Monday, June 26th, 2023,
For him to be on the top 10,
to be in the top five,
top five.
to tie Pedro Morales' reign. So
So,
June 27, 2023 is when he beats the reign. So he'd be fifth place on June 27th, 2023, which is a Tuesday.
but
Like
but this is for the Universal Championship, not for the WWE. But
they come, yeah,
overall for the WWE, yeah, that's still a big
yeah,
deal. For the WWE champion, he's about to
six.
hold. It's about to be almost a year as
Yeah.
WWE champion.
Okay, so do they consider that? Well, they don't consider it one reign then, because they kind of keep
Now
saying
they do,
800.
yeah. Now they,
Okay, if they do consider it run one reign, yeah, in June 26th he'll be fifth. On June 26th he'll be fifth place. So yeah, he got a long way to go.
but that's what I'm
That's
saying. But
that's like what? That's before the Money in the Bank. That's what's in June. What pay-per-view is in June?
uh,
Not Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank's
and
probably
no, Money in
Extreme
the
Rules.
Bank. Yeah, it's Money in
It's
the
in
Bank.
June? Okay, I thought it was in July, like last year.
I don't
Oh,
know. They always
anyways,
change it.
okay.
I think last year was Hell in
So
a
if he
Cell.
yeah, okay. So if he doesn't lose it at WrestleMania, he'll probably break Better Morales' record for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Out of the past 20 years, there was
yeah.
nobody close
No,
to the thousand range.
no.
Why end it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why not
I'm
have it so let him break it, let him be in the top five. Roman Reigns deserves it. He's like the one of the I guess biggest heel at the moment.
yeah.
I feel like he does deserve it. And I was gonna ask you earlier, do you think, based on how things have been going, obviously the storyline has been amazing so far with the whole bloodline. If they continue this whole progress with great storyline, do you think Roman Reigns could be champion for 2 more years? Or at
I don't
least until
know.
next year's WrestleMania?
You don't want it to be stale. Because I think Bischoff, he mentioned recently, I think on an interview like yeah, a couple days ago, that he considers the Bloodline the next NWO. And eventually the NWO got stale, you know, by the
That's
but
because
They just let
A bad
everybody in.
booking. Yeah, it was. Yeah, they let
Yeah,
everybody in. There was bad booking. They only helped out two stars. That was Sting and DDP, but Sting was already like a big
yeah.
star, anyways. And the only person they truly helped was DDP. They also helped out Lex
Goldberg,
Luger.
no.
Uh, yeah,
They kind of screwed him over with that like electrical
yeah,
shock thing. I'm like, what? He
yeah,
lost the belt with a taser? What?
yeah. I
But
mean, I wouldn't say NW really
that's what
helped
Bischoff
them.
said. That's what Bischoff said, and he ran East WCW.
Yeah.
So if he said that, I'm like, well, I don't know.
But that's what I'm
He was there.
saying. That's what I'm saying. It's not like the bloodline's bringing everybody involved.
Yeah,
It's the it's just the Usos, Soul and Roman, and then
yeah.
obviously Paul Heyman. But I'm saying like if they continue with great story lines that they've been having, do you truly believe are that it's possible for Roman Reigns to still be champion? Would you like to see him be champion till next year or 2 more years? Because me personally, as the idea of it, yes, do it to WrestleMania 40. Like I'm fine with it. Me
We'll be there.
personally,
We'll be there.
hopefully. Me personally, with if they continue with great storylines, I think he could be champion for 2 more years.
I don't know. I mean, you got great contenders. Like the only reason they probably kept him champion for so long, they eventually, I think, because they ran out of contender. I mean, they had people face him, but then eventually just like, okay, who's gonna face him? But now you have Cody Rhodes. Like his story is great too. Like he was in WWE, and then he left for the Indies, went to AEW. Obviously, he doesn't mention that part, but when he had that speech. But then he went to Japan, he went to Ring of Honor, he went to Mexico, he went to Impact,
Right.
and he comes back to WWE for his dream to become WWE champion. Because his dad was NWA champion, WCW champion, but never WWE champion. So that's
Mm,
kind of like a great story to like. Okay, you know what? Give at least give. I mean, Roman Reigns can always win it back, but I don't think I think the streak doesn't matter anymore. It's more about like, does he have anybody contender? Because if he once he beats Cody Rhodes, like, okay, who's after that? Well, Zammy first, and then Cody, and then what? You got to go get somebody from like Impact Wrestling,
right.
get Bully Ray back or something. I don't know.
Well, see,
You
that's
know,
my thing. If let's just say Cody Rhodes takes the title from Roman Reigns, we're are we done with Roman Reigns? Is he done? Is he gonna come back for a rematch at WrestleMania Backlash? Is he gonna get his rematch at
I
SummerSlam?
I
Is
think
he,
yeah, I think he's gonna do a injury, you know, and then he needs a deserved time off. He's been, especially
he's
that.
already taking time off.
I know, but like just like that, like you know what? I did my part. I made SmackDown and Raw like back to the numbers it needs to be. I was champion for whatever, whenever the reign ends, hopefully maybe 1,000 days or less.
Right.
And then like, you know what? I'll let Cody take the reins, Let it his be show for a few like 6 months, 7 months. I'll come back. And that's when I'll be going back for the belt again. But I think the bloodline does need to grow a little bit. I mean, they do need a woman. I'm surprised they don't have
Mhm.
Tamina in there or Naomi if she comes back. I don't know if she's coming back.
Apparently,
But
she's done with WWE.
oh, okay. So yeah, so I mean they're probably done with her too. I
Yeah.
mean your husband's running the show, Like what's going on? He's like the hottest storyline. Yeah, well, I don't know. Yeah, no, you say Naomi's not gonna come back, right? So we like,
Never say
well, she's
never.
never say never. But yeah, I think it's time for someone else to take the reign. See, take the reins of the WWE
Clever.
Championship. So I think Cody should hold it. At least give him like a 6 month reign or something, Lose it at like SummerSlam
Hold
or
on, hold
Survivor
on. So
Series
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold
or
on.
a year.
So you want to end the streak
Yeah,
for Cody Rhodes? For you want Cody Rhodes to end Roman's this 900 plus days reign
yeah.
just to have it for 6 months? You
Well,
don't think he deserves to have
a
the title
year.
to a year?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think a year. Maybe next WrestleMania. That'd be fire. Him in Philadelphia. That'd be
but
amazing.
me personally, I would rather have Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Roman Reigns retains
Hmm.
next year's WrestleMania. Make it a part two, a
Hmm.
rematch. That's what I want to see because it's gonna because we Cody Rhodes was out for a whole year.
Yeah,
I feel like let him be like, okay, I gotta start all over. Kind of something like Bianca Belair,
yeah.
where she lost the title to Becky. She got her opportunity in Extreme Rules, and then Becky told her, get him back on the line, you know. She
Yeah,
tried to win the Royal Rumble, but she couldn't, but she won the chamber match, and then she went and got to face Becky at WrestleMania again.
yeah,
So something similar to that.
yeah. Because I'm like thinking like because that's a long time. So I don't know. 'Cause the storyline
But
right now is like
it'll be worth the wait though.
yeah,
And
but then
also it'd be more impressive because also by then Roman Reigns will most likely, if Roman Reigns is still champion till next year's WrestleMania, would he'll be like close to the 2000, or would he be in the 1500 reign?
next year that's 365, so he'll still be like 13 something. So he'll be yeah he'll be fourth I think.
I mean, that's still pretty impressive.
Yeah, no, not fourth. He'll be
He'll
fifth
be
still.
fifth, yeah. He'll be
So if he
fifth.
loses at WrestleMania, if he gains it, if he keeps it until maybe April or May of 2024, yeah, he'll be
Right.
fourth. He'll be one of Bruno San Martino's reign. He'll be
And then he'll be the longest reign on both titles. The
yeah,
Universal Championship will be in the 12 the 1300s, and then the WWE will probably be in the rut in the 600, 800.
yeah.
So, I mean, that's still pretty impressive.
Or they should just like split the belts. Let if Roman Reigns ever takes time off as champion, well, then you have the other champion. Like, oh, you know
Right.
what? At least we have the WWE champion. I'm still defending the Universal champion.
See, there's been talks about that it was gonna be Roman Reigns was gonna face Cody Rhodes and The Rock, split the titles, but there hasn't been talks about that. It's already official. Cody
Yeah,
Rhodes and Roman Reigns is they're facing each other for the undisputed championship.
yeah,
So it's not for one title. So we're not gonna get a split championship. Can things
yeah,
still change leading on to that point? Yes.
yeah,
But at this moment, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns are going to face each other at WrestleMania Night
yeah,
2.
yeah.
Night 1 is that's still there's what was the match?
It's the internet. I think the Intercontinental title is gonna be the main event. I could call it right now. Gunther main eventing night one. I could see that.
I I would that would be awesome. I don't see that. I think who it's going to be Charlotte. It has to be Charlotte Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, I could see that too.
Apparently it was supposed to be what's it called, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar.
Ooh,
Oh, you know what? Let's talk about Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. Why is that taking place at the Elimination Chamber?
I don't know. I think
That was
some.
the that threw me off a lot. When Brock Lesnar showed the contract to Bobby Lashley, saying that, "Hey, we're this is the contract for us to face each other at the Elimination Chamber," and Bobby Lashley like, "Well, I'm gonna take it to my attorneys, blah blah blah, and see it."
Yeah, yeah,
I thought it was the way where it was like, "Oh, okay," and then Brock Lesnar attacks Bobby Lashley, and I thought that was the like kayfabe. Oh, Bobby won't be able to wrestle
yeah,
at the Elimination Chamber because he got hurt during the F5 or something, and to like lead to WrestleMania. But then this next Monday, uh, Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar are both going to be on Raw to sign the contract.
yeah,
So it's just like for Elimination Chamber. I think maybe it's because it's going to be in Canada, or and this is the last Elimination Chamber, but that's not the only big shocking news. Do you know who else is may possibility be at the Elimination Chamber?
Lita,
Not just Lita, her bestie.
Trish.
Yeah.
Well, she's Canadian. You never know.
Yes. So
Ooh.
apparently it's gonna be Damage Control versus Becky, Lita, and Trish Stratus. That's just like god damn, man. Like AEW, who? Like so far right now we got Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn. That's gonna be a fantastic match with a great
Baller.
story leading into this pay-per-view. We also got Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley.
You called that.
I
You
called that
called
one.
that. Yeah, you did. I'm
Yeah, I
like,
called
oh, what's
it.
gonna happen with Chamber was gonna be Edge and Beth Phoenix was like, oh, I knew you called that for sure.
So it's gonna be Edge and Finn Balor at WrestleMania in the Hell in a Cells match
Mm.
possibility. Um, what else do we got? Oh, and then we got the two elimination chambers. We got the women's to determine the number one contender, and then we also got uh
U.S. title.
the US title. So that's like a fantastic card. And then let's say the rumors are
Hmm.
true about Damage Control versus Trish Stratus, Lita, and Becky. That's gonna be fantastic as
Woo.
well. Trish Stratus is apparently gonna have a match at WrestleMania. So is Lita, but there's no unofficial word. Uh, because apparently, I mean, imagine Lita and Trish Stratus to face Damage Control, and then Becky versus Bailey.
Ooh.
That at WrestleMania, that'd be something to see. Um,
You imagine if like Lita and Trish take off the women's belts, bro?
dude, that's what I'm
Because
saying. Like that would
oh,
be awesome. Just even for a night or until the next pay-per-view WrestleMania Backlash.
no IC title. Because man, Gunther needs to be on every show. He
At this moment, he's not.
he killed it at Wrestle. He killed it at the Rumble. I'm like, you gotta
Yeah,
like keep the momentum going. Keep it at the Chamber or WrestleMania.
at this
You know,
moment, I don't think he has a match.
I know he's facing Madcap Moss on SmackDown next week or something. But
Is he?
yeah, but come on, he's gonna destroy him.
No, at this moment, nothing.
Mm.
So
So
speaking of Elimination Chamber, we got Austin Theory
mhm,
defending the U.S. Championship against Seth freaking Rollins versus
mhm.
Johnny Gargano, Bronson Reed,
Ooh,
Damian Priest, and Montez Ford. Who's
ooh.
your pick? First, who do you think is going to be the first elimination? And who is going to be your final two? And obviously, who's going to go over?
Give me the names again. Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed,
Yep. Johnny Gargano,
Johnny.
Damian Priest, Montez Ford, and Austin Theories, obviously.
I think it's gonna be Gargano first one out.
Mm,
Because they're trying to, I know they're trying to build. They're trying to not make Bronson relook weak again. They want to obviously keep Theory. He's a champion. Seth Rollins, he's Seth Rollins.
right.
Who am I missing? Um, Damian
Montez.
Priest, Montez, and Montez. They want to build eventually. They talked about making him like the next, next star or next chick
He
contender.
Here's the thing with him. He is going to be the next star. My
Yeah,
problem is they're trying to push him to be the next star within a year. No,
no,
no, because you did that with so many freaking people. And where are they now?
mid Carters again,
They're still
or
mid
back in the tag
cards
team titles, back in the tag team.
or not even in the company or
Yeah,
anymore. So
yeah.
no,
Don't burn them out. Yeah, you don't want to.
the
It's
yes,
it's
he is
like
the
a good thing.
future.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want something good like you're like when you're hungry. Like you don't want to eat everything at once. You want to like okay, I'm gonna eat little by little, and then
Yes.
boom, payoff next year or 2 years from now. And then
Yes.
And then yeah, so Damian Priest. So I could see Damian Priest making it a little bit farther just because of the Judgment Day story. The team he's on.
Right.
But final two, I would see Austin Theory and Seth Rollins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, I was gonna go with that too,
Mhm.
but since you already picked it,
Well, you never
I'm
know.
gonna go. I mean, let's switch it up. I
Yeah.
mean, I do agree with you. Obviously, that's my pick as well. They're the final two, but just so we have different answers, I'm gonna say the first person that is gonna be eliminated is Bronson Reed,
Ooh.
and the final two is gonna be Austin Theories and Montez Ford. I feel like
Oh,
Montez Ford is gonna be the Kofi Kingston in this match.
I get you.
So yeah, so that's how I
Why?
feel.
Why
What
is
do
he
you
the
mean?
Kofi Kingston?
Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, but why?
Like when how back in well wait what year 2019.
19. Yeah,
Yeah, the
19.
elimination chamber when people wanted him to win and it
Yeah,
was him and Daniel Bryan in like the last
yeah,
5 minutes. So I feel like if that's what I feel like that's gonna happen. Because he's
mm,
the underdog. He's the
yeah,
tag team guy.
yeah.
He's not a single wrestler. Everybody else is here are or were at one point. I believe everybody on here besides him had single titles, right? Brenson Reed was he North American champion?
Yeah, North American champion. Priest was U.S. champion. So Priest already has that like lineage. Montez Ford, yeah, he's won tag team champions only.
Oh, and Damian Priest was North American too. So
Yeah.
everybody has been champion except for him. Obviously,
Gar-
well,
yeah.
singles championship.
Yeah. Gargano was NXT champion, I think, and North American champion,
I
and
don't
cruiserweight champion. No, not cruiserweight, but
know.
North American and
Yeah.
NXT.
Yeah, I think just those two.
Okay.
So now we're going to the women's chamber. Asuka, Liv Morgan, Nikki
Mm.
Cross, Raquel Rodriguez, Natalia, and Carmella. Winner of this match is going to go on to face the WWE Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania 39. For me, Carmella's going to get the first fall.
Yeah.
The last two, I believe, is going to be Asuka and Raquel.
Yeah, I agree with that. I
I
would say
just because they're
I want
both. It's
I
one's
don't
from
want to agree,
SmackDown,
but
one's
like
from Raw.
I can't see like Liv Morgan beating Asuka or
Right.
I would see Raquel and yeah Raquel and Asuka, but who do you I would I would put over Raquel though over Asuka.
So this is a tough one because Raquel's on SmackDown,
Hmm. Oh
and
yeah,
and then that's why I feel. So I feel if they're trying to keep it in the Raw family, Asuka's gonna win.
yeah.
But
And she has that new look too, so they want to like not make her look weak. Like, hey, she has this new look and kind of new gimmick. Actually, she's more like
yeah,
aggressive and stuff. So yeah, they want to make her look super strong, and especially against Belair. That's to be a good match.
right. Um, yeah, and then Raquel, I don't have a problem with it. I think it's just that it's
Too
the
much.
no, no,
Too,
no. It's two baby faces
yeah,
where I want. The only good thing about this is that it's gonna no, because it's one sided.
yeah,
It's one sided. I want Raquel to win. Uh, if because Belair, she's hold the title for a long time already. She already
yeah,
had her WrestleMania moment. So for
yeah,
me, it's like I want Raquel. For Asuka, it's both. It's like I want Belair to win, but I
yeah,
also want Asuka to win. So I like that kind of matches
yeah,
where it's like, ooh, okay, let's just have a great match, guys. That's all I want. So, but I like where it's like I want this person to win, but I also want this person. So but yeah, I feel like, but regardless, is Oscar or Raquel, if whichever goes over, I'm happy with it.
yeah,
Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn. His choice is Roman Reigns.
yeah.
Edge versus Beth Phoenix. His choice. I mean,
Wait,
Edge
Edge
and
and
Beth
Beth.
Phoenix. Beth Phoenix versus the Judgment Day. Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley. Obviously, I'm gonna go
You
with
want,
Judgment Day.
yeah? Because I
Yeah,
would think if Beth Phoenix and Edge when you end the feud with Phoenix, Rhea ends a feud with Phoenix, and then Rhea feuds with Charlotte. She goes on SmackDown like, "Hey, we're going
right.
for it." You know?
Mm. Oh yeah, you know what? That's true. Because if Edge and Beth Phoenix win, is there any reason to continue this rivalry? Because like, yeah, you just said it. Rhea Ripley after this, she's going after Charlotte for the title.
Yeah. You don't want to
So
build like a weak. Okay, like it'll be like Rhea has like a feud with Beth and Charlotte. That's kind of like you know what? Let me just go to Charlotte, and then Ed, yeah, because Edge already proved like you know he
yeah,
got his vengeance against Judgment Day, so it's like Edge can
yeah,
move on to like
he caused them to win the Rumble, even though they cost him. But his mindset wasn't to win the Rumble; it was to ensure they didn't.
yeah, yeah,
Just like what Becky did. She like, I already won the Rumble. I already had my moment at WrestleMania. It was to make sure you three don't win the Rumble.
yeah.
So so Edge, yeah. So now it's just like, okay, let's settle the score, and that's basically it. So I started thinking about not until you just mentioned it. If after this match, win or lose for Judgment Day, Rhea Ripley is done. She's going
Yeah,
after Charlotte.
yeah.
So it doesn't make sense for Finn Balor and Edge to continue this rivalry.
They could, but like, what's the end goal? Like, does like what Edge just retires? That's his last match, or
No,
because Edge wants to
no,
retire this year, like he said. I think he's gonna
that'd
want
be
to
dumb.
retire in Canada. Ooh,
No,
maybe.
no. Wait until WrestleMania goes,
Yeah, to
once.
Toronto or something.
No, no, no. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they
Whenever that
done it
happens.
before. The last time they
Yeah,
happened in 2022.
yeah.
WrestleMania 18.
You
So
mean
I feel
22? You mean last year? No, I
no
mean
2002. Sorry,
oh, 2002. I was
2002.
like, what?
2002.
Oh, okay. I was like, wow,
Two-
that's like last year. So
Yeah. So 2020, 2002 WrestleMania 18 was the last time they were WrestleMania was held. So I feel like yeah, why not? They done it twice. Why not do it
yeah,
one more time?
yeah,
Because they could draw what? How many people? 50,000.
yeah.
So yeah,
And then just
and then
Canadian. So
yeah,
yeah,
and then if they're doing 2 nights, that's what 100,000 right there.
yeah. I can
So
see that.
yeah, but do you think going back to the women's because I kind of forgot they're going to be in Canada? Do you think Natalia has a high chance of winning, or do you think she's going to be the final two?
No, I think it'll be like a shocking loss. Like they'll like roll her up or something, like or do something crazy.
So you
Because they don't
don't think at all she's going to be in the last two?
know. Because there has a history of not allowing the hometown people. Well, she's not from Montreal, but like Canadian.
Right,
They don't really want the hometown person to win. Like they want like boo, and it'll be like a heel that takes her out.
right.
Like it'll be like like and like oh I beat her, I rolled her off. And like everybody will be booing because they'll boo.
hmm
Canadians will boo.
I
They're
think I honestly, if Natalia this that night, Natalia deserves to win. She deserves a match at WrestleMania for the women's title. She deserves it. But so you know, besides Oscar and Raquel, that's more of a want. Makes but if anybody deserves the title shot is Natalia at
yeah,
WrestleMania to face Bianca Belair. And it
yeah,
also gives the whole veteran versus semi rookie, you
yeah,
know, because it gives her that whole Bianca Belair could throw it at her face saying, "You've been here for 10 years. I accomplished more than you ever did, in what, 3 years, 4 years of
yeah,
her run in the WWE main roster." So that's heat alone right there, where
yeah,
that's just like, whoa, Natalia could take that. It's like so disrespectful. That's a storyline right there leading into WrestleMania.
yeah. Hmm.
So because
So who would be the
that's
heel in
what
that though? Who would be the heel?
Natalia,
Okay.
because Natalia will be like, damn, this girl just disrespected me, and then she could just beat her down.
Yeah, I can see
So,
that.
uh, but yeah, because it's just one of those. Because at WrestleMania, you want stories.
Yeah.
That's what WrestleMania is all about. So, and then I heard Seth freaking Rollins talking crap about Logan Paul. So clearly, we're gonna get Logan Paul versus Seth freaking Rollins at WrestleMania.
Oh
I
wow.
was like, great. It's just one of those things where it's like, it's gonna be a good match, but you don't want to see it.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man. It's like I said, the only time I want to see Logan Paul versus it's just not at WrestleMania. SummerSlam,
No.
WrestleMania Backlash, sure. Survivor Series, sure. Royal Rumble, sure. It's just WrestleMania. It's just like I don't want to see that. But have you heard the comments that Seth Rollins made about Logan Paul?
No, I haven't.
Nothing bad. It's just more of like um
Good
people.
job, kid.
No, it's the thing that people are saying, "Oh, Logan Paul was amazing at when he faced Roman Reigns, and he was amazing with the Miz." But he's like, "Yes, because he rehearsed everything for a whole month of this is what you're gonna do in the match." So it's kind of like a movie, a set.
Yeah.
This is your lines, this is your scripts, this is the your moves. So it's like, yeah, John Morrison said the same thing. He's a great athlete, but he rehearsed everything and
Mm.
he was trained by Shawn Michaels. So of course it's gonna turn out great,
Yeah.
you know. So, but can he actually go in there? Can you call a match in there? Seth Rollins calls matches in the ring.
All the time, yeah.
So yeah, so that's where he's like, can he go out there and just, hey, listen to me? You know who else listened to him? And he was very. That's why this is why Rey Mysterio didn't want him to wrestle him. Dominic Mysterio
Mm.
faced Seth freaking Rollins, and they called it the ring. All he needed to do was listen to him. And
Wow.
Rey Mysterio was very concerned about that. He was
Yeah.
just like, oh my gosh. Because he was like, I know Seth Rollins is not going to bury him,
Yeah.
but it's just like you're going against Seth Rollins. And he was just very concerned about that. And obviously, Seth Rollins took care of him. And Dominic, he was a great listener because that was a great match. It wasn't
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, it was amazing. It was very, oh, okay, good job, Dominic. I expected a flop. I expected a 5 minute match, but no, you went in it for 20 minutes. So you have to get, and it's funny how people give trash or do like bury Dominic because Dominic sucks. He's still learning
Yeah.
and he's learning on the spot. Logan Paul, they call him saying, "Hey, come to this performance center. We're gonna train you for your match."
Yeah.
So lock up with me, headlock. This is gonna be the spots, blah blah blah. This is your, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're gonna rehearse your match for a whole. Dominic goes in there and lock up. Talk to me, brother. Or that's
Yeah.
that's not fair.
Yeah.
Logan Paul has more experience or better matches. Yes, if you rehearse. Do you imagine how crappy movies would be if they just did it on the spot? Some will
Yeah.
be fantastic, but majority of them are going to be like, "What is this crap? We're paying money for this,"
Yeah.
you know. So, anyways, give Dominic his props. Logan Paul, I'm not saying nothing bad about it. It's just like there is a huge difference,
Yeah.
you know. Imagine if we just go out there and wrestle, we'll be like, "Oh my gosh, my
Yeah.
back."
Yeah.
But if you gave us a month or two, I'm pretty sure we'll do pretty well,
Yeah.
especially rehearsing the same moves and over. Not as great as Logan Paul.
Yeah, I know,
I won't be able to
right?
do it. Even Roman Reigns was like, "Hey man, that guy needs to learn how to tuck his neck." So,
Oh
because
wow.
after the Royal Rumble, when he clashed with Ricochet, he hit his head. Obviously, because he didn't tuck his chin, hit his head on the mat, got a whiplash, and he got a concussion. So
Oh wow.
obviously, he's better now.
Yeah. Wow.
So yeah, yeah, yeah. But anyways, yeah, Seth Rollins. Oh, and then also Seth freaking Rollins mentioned that Romer he talks about his WWE experience, but he doesn't promote the show. He doesn't do anything. He just
Oh,
shows up on WWE, does his thing, and then leaves.
wow.
And yeah, and then just like he doesn't, and then he talks about his upcoming match, but he doesn't really do much to promote it.
Yeah.
And that's what his that's I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just telling you what Seth freaking Rollins said. And because he just shows up and that's it.
Yeah. He just shows up and leaves,
Yeah.
does his work and leaves.
And
Oh well.
it's like we have this guy here just because he's a social media guy.
Yeah.
He's like, but he's not promoting us. He's like, what is he doing good for the company, and what is he doing good for me? So, like, to be honest, I don't even know what has he done.
What? Logan Paul?
Yeah, has he even been making money for WWE?
I don't know. I mean, well, the match with Roman was pretty. People wanted to see that.
But
'Cause I have
the
a
thing
person
is,
that's not a because I know a person who is a Logan Paul fan but not a wrestling fan, but they watched that match. Like they watched the show
mm,
for that match.
okay,
So I was like, you could get some eyes on there, obviously, like, but they would have to be like, okay, you might, like, it's 30. You're like, okay, yeah, oh, I guess I'll watch the show or watch his match, So people did watch it, just like,
but
you know,
has he
yeah,
make the money?
I don't think so. I mean, the energy
This,
drink he has, I don't know if
but
he's
that's
gonna
with
promote it.
Prime,
Maybe,
yeah,
yeah, we
that's
don't
with
know if,
Prime.
yeah,
So, and half of the time he gives it away for the WWE roster.
yeah,
So I don't know. Would you want to see that match, Logan Paul versus that freaking Rollins?
that'd be a good match. I mean, what other feud does Seth have? Just Austin Theory, but that might end at the Chamber, so we don't know.
Uh,
That's why I say like Seth and
I
Theory,
wouldn't
the
mind
final
him.
two.
I wouldn't mind Seth freaking Rollins having a feud with Judgment Day.
Yeah,
Being Finn Balor versus Seth freaking Rollins. Um, Johnny Gargano, but one of them would have to be heel.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
Mm.
I don't know. But what else was I gonna say? I have no idea. I don't remember. Oh, the inductee to the Hall of Fame. I showed you the list of the rumors.
Yeah,
Batista is gonna be in it. The
nice.
Great Mullah, Michelle McCool, Umaga. Who else was on that list?
Is that confirmed?
No, no, no. Just the word that's going around.
Um,
Because Batista was supposed to be inducted in 2020
yeah,
and again in 2021, but he turned it down.
yeah,
Obviously, 2020 was because of the COVID. 2021 he turned it down, and then 2022 they didn't ax him. So there's a chance they may ax him this year.
yeah. Who else? I wish Great Muta had a match in WWE
Oh,
though.
the Midnight Express, and then the Cindy, the
Lopper.
lady Lauper.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn, she looked good as hell. If that's her current pick. But that's a fantastic list, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a good lineup. That's a good lineup for the Rumble. I mean, for the Hall of Fame.
Rumble Hall of
But
Fame. Yeah,
I mean, you kind of wish Muta was at the Rumble. That'd be kind of nice. Well,
yeah.
dude, but he was injured, I think, at after the
Is he done?
Nakamura
He
match.
had his last match already, right?
No, not yet. He has it against. He's injured though. He has an ankle, I think, issue. But his last match is against NATO.
Oh, when is that
Uh,
supposed to take place?
this month, I think, or next month. I gotta check. But I remember it was like that was the final match. But I think he's currently injured his leg or something. So
Mm.
hopefully he makes it through that match. Otherwise, he just has to be like canceling that match or just fight injured, I guess. And then that's it.
I mean, you could always postpone the match.
Yeah.
Ain't no rush to retired. Ain't no rush to retire. Oh man. Anyways, let's talk about Impact Wrestling. Selena, I don't know if that's her name. Those two girls from NWA. So
Renta?
forgot what their name are. Selena and Martine Bell.
Oh, Sienna and Marty
Sienna,
Bell.
Marty Bell.
Yeah.
Um, they showed up on this past Impact and attacked the Death Dolls to challenge them for the Women's Knockouts Tag Team Champions. So that's pretty exciting. Mickey James and Tommy Dreamer face the Good Hands. So they're going to continue this whole feud. Bully Ray and Tommy Dreamer and Mickey James. I'm really curious on where the story is going to lead to. It's
Yeah, I mean, like, why Mickey James facing, you know, I think
unless
you,
Nick
Aldis
Aldis,
come.
yeah, unless he's coming back because he's on the whole no complete calls clause.
Hmm.
I don't know for how long, but that's why we haven't seen him
It's going back to the championship. The title is it for the NWA championship or the women's, the Impact Women's Tag Team titles?
for the Death
For
Dolls.
Death Dolls versus the Hex. It's called the Hex.
The Hex. It's gonna be for the knockouts, the
Okay.
TNA.
I'm surprised though because Billy Corgan he left Impact like on bad terms. Remember? He sued him or something. I'm
Yep,
surprised.
that was with Anthem and Dixie Carter. I think it was
Oh,
just a
okay.
Dixie Carter.
Okay, because I'm like, yeah, because I remember he had a fallout with Impact Wrestling, Billy Corgan.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
surprised
yeah, no,
he's letting his that the women, Marty Bell and Sienna have a match in Impact,
yeah.
But
Well, they
that's what
haven't
I
had a
heard.
match yet.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a fact that they showed up on Impact. Is like, wow, I'm surprised. I thought Billy Corgan had a bad beef with Impact. So yeah, I
No,
think
no.
I think he sued them, and then he got a settlement, or he had to pay.
Yeah, it was not the issue was with Dixie. It wasn't
Okay.
with Impact. And then I don't know too much. I mean, at that time I did, but I think Anthem was just like, here you go. So, but yeah, so at No Surrender, February 24th, it's going to be Mickey Jane versus Masha Slamovich for the Impact Knockouts World Championship. Josh Alexander versus Rich Strong for
Hmm.
the Impact World Championship. There will be a fatal four-way match to determine the number one contender for the Impact World Championship, Brian Meyer versus PCO, and
Hmm.
two more names to be announced. I'm pretty sure one of them is going to be Eddie Edwards and Steve Macklin.
Oh, or Laredo Kid.
No, he's not one of those guys.
Oh, okay.
Right now it's Steve Macklin versus Rhino and Eddie Edwards versus Heath. So the
Oh
winner
yeah,
of
yeah.
those matches is going to be added to the Fatal Four. We
Mm.
also got the Time Machine, Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, and
Kushida.
okay, Kush. Ooh, Kushida and RVD should be a tag team. Versus Bullet Club.
Ooh,
Ooh, Kenta is gonna be in this match?
Kenta.
No,
He's
he's not. Oh, damn, yo, he's gonna be in this match. He's gonna face the
wait.
Bullet Club.
Is this the multiverse one? Multiverse
No,
show
this
they're
is No
having? Oh,
Surrender.
this is no surrender. Okay.
Oh, yeah, he's part of the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
It's gonna be him. Yeah, Ace, Chris Bay, and Kenta. Oh, damn, nice. And then we
You're like
got we got. I didn't.
you're gonna watch
That
that for sure,
yeah.
right? You're gonna be like, I'm gonna order this.
No, it's a part of the YouTube premium
Oh,
in
okay.
Impact Plus. I ain't gonna order it. It comes with it. Deanna Perrazzo versus Giselle Shaw and Mike Bailey versus Jonathan Gresham.
Ooh.
That's gonna be god damn. That's bro. They gotta open that match. They gotta open the match, give them 30 minutes. Damn.
I heard Diana. Speaking of Diana, she extended her Impact contract for 1 year. So let's see what happens after. Uh, 2024, I think her contract is up, or 2025, I forgot. But yeah, 1 more year
Oh, that's good.
extension. So she might go to AEW or WWE, who knows? Or New Japan, no, or whatever.
Yeah. No, I feel like she should stay with Impact, man, to be
Yeah.
honest. To be honest. Um, but yeah, no surrender impacts. Yeah, and then we got that multi-universe. It's gonna be Josh Alexander versus
Ooh.
Kuash. Oh my gosh, say it for me, ever.
Which one?
Huge.
Kushida.
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 Kushida. Jeez.
There you go.
Kushida versus Josh Alexander, and then Will Osprey versus Mike Bailey, bro.
Ooh.
God damn.
I think Mike Bailey has a match the day that morning. He has a match at GCW versus Kota Ibushi.
Man, he better play
So that
safe.
same day of that, like, it's gonna be like 4 o'clock show for the GCW. It's gonna be
Hmm.
Kota Ibushi versus Mike Bailey, and then the later show it's gonna be Will Ospreay versus Mike Bailey.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's gonna be insane.
It's gonna be a crazy night, man.
Because
Crazy. And
I know I'm going to in March 4th. I'm going to PWR in Iowa. I think he's gonna be there, so hopefully that'll be a legit to watch.
yeah, and then Sacrifice and Rebellion is gonna be in Toronto or
And
in
then
Canada.
Chicago, right? Chicago has three
Bound
shows.
3 shows, one on April and then July, and then Bound for Glory in
Yeah,
October.
yeah.
Still waiting on see where what's it called? Slammiversary is gonna be. I really need to go to a Slammiversary show. So that's it. Because I gone to Bound for Glory. I obviously went to Sacrifice twice. Slammiversary is the one. It's like, okay. And also Hard to Kill. I'm trying to go to like the big shows. So
Yeah.
Slammiversary, Hard to Kill. And but yeah, we'll see. Also trying to go back to WWE shows.
SummerSlam is in Detroit.
Hopefully we go to
six
that
hour
one.
drive. I'm going to that. I don't care. I'm leaving Friday night, going to
It's on a
Detroit.
Saturday show
It's on a
too.
Saturday. Yeah, so leave Friday, get to Detroit around like 8, 9 a.m., whatever, explore the city, or whatever, like noon, explore the city,
Fine.
check in
Pick up some
hotel.
girls. And
No,
then,
no.
hey mama, how you doing, beautiful?
Yeah,
Detroit, Detroit
there's
girls
a
be
lot of
freaks.
wrestling going on, a lot of stuff, huh?
Yeah, a lot of the AEW stuff, but I don't want to talk about AEW.
Well, there's one thing I want to talk about. They were
Is it?
mad that Dragon Lee was already signed to WWE and the FTR lost the AAA tag team titles to them.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it's true. Obviously, you gotta do your research, but like they're saying that like AEW is mad at AAA that they knew that Dragon Lee was a WWE, he signed a WWE contract that they lost, that they lost the belt. FTR lost the belts to Dragon Lee and Jalistico
Mm-hmm.
and just drop it that night because he announced it right there. So they're like kind of like, why did you make our tag team look weak? But they make them look weak anyways, right? FTR didn't really use. I mean, they're on a break right now because they're like, you know what, we'll take a break. That's what I heard.
Um, me personally, okay, so I thought I heard about that. I thought was it the same night that they won the tag team titles? I
Yeah,
thought it was a different night.
no, same night. So
Okay, so
Dragon Lee
they
was already
went.
signed. So before the match, they knew Dragon Lee was already signed to WWE, but they still let them win the titles against FTR.
I think. Well, maybe. Well, who? So what's going on with the titles? Is it still vacated?
I think it is. I mean, I try to follow AAA and CMML, and but I think they're still vacated. I think last time I
Hmm.
checked, but I think
Well,
they have good tag teams to to cover that too.
man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I do not care about FTR.
Well,
I really don't. And so what? What were they doing with those titles, anyways? It wasn't like they were doing anything good.
yeah,
Triple H gives people titles, and they're just like, "Here's our title," and it's like, okay, but they
yeah,
don't do nothing with it.
yeah.
So, and yeah, I just like, I never really care for them.
Imagine a AAA and AEW end their relationship. That'd be crazy.
Mm.
And then
I'm waiting.
AAA goes to WWE.
I'm just waiting for. Oh yeah, there's rumors about that. WWE
Isn't
working with AAA.
but then Andrade would have to leave, and then Rush would not be able to work with AAA. Like a lot of the people, the Mexican wrestlers in AEW would not be able to work because they're like.
Mm.
But then WWE might work with CMML. Nah, I don't think that's gonna happen. But
No,
you never
I
know.
feel like AAA would be a better connection.
Yeah.
Um, what happened with Andrade? First of all, you know who I really want to know? What the hell happened with Keith Lee? You know
Oh
what else I
yeah.
want to know? What happened with Shane Taylor? Remember who
Yeah.
he showed up that one night on Dynamite,
Dynamite. Yeah.
and then he had a match, and then that was it.
Hmm.
So, hey, this is why I didn't. Apparently, I will say one thing about AEW. Um, the whole, how MJF could talk about his past car accident and that
Yeah.
he was the one driving, but then he switched seats with his girlfriend, made it look like she was driving, and people were making reports, calling it in to get,
Well,
calling the cops to get involved. They are going to get involved to see, hopefully, it's just entertainment, what they said, because they got over 100 calls. So they have to like invest in what's going on. But yeah, it was just like, that was some real stuff for MGF. But to be honest, I'm not a fan anymore. To be like I said, I've been watching WWE and Impact. I gave AEW a chance. I really did. Like I ordered the pay-per-views, but it
mm,
just got to the point where I'm just like watching one storyline and then like, oh, okay, cool, can't wait for next week. And then wait, oh, they're not gonna have this. Okay, cool. I guess next week. 2 weeks. And then, oh, hey guys, remember the feud that happened last month? We're gonna pick it up again next week's show. And it's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
yeah.
Like so much is going on. And it's like the only people who have actual storylines is like John Moxley, Chris Jericho,
Yeah.
former WWE guys. But when it comes to AEW, it's like only two people who are like, you guys have a storyline. Everybody else, it's like random.
Random championship match on a
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
So, oh, you get a title match. Why? Because you wanted one. I'm like, what?
Yeah. There's no, I feel like they got to do the whole brand split. What else they need is GMs
Hmm.
and
Storylines.
they're doing house shows. So
Yeah,
at
that's
least
good.
more, yeah, that's a good sign for them. But I think they should have Rampage. Forget about Ring of Honor. Unless it like again, if they do Ring of Honor, it's for Rampage. Other than that, it's just like do two different brand splits,
Hmm.
to be honest.
Yeah.
Um uh, and then just get some GMs.
Yeah.
So they need somebody there to be like kayfabe in charge of getting control.
Yeah.
But I feel like if they do a brand split, it'd just be so much easier.
Yeah.
So much easier. And also what they could also do is like they just turn dark into Rampage, where it's like, hey, this is gonna be because they could have feuds where it's like I wouldn't have a Dynamite show have a feud into dark like a YouTube channel, but I
Yeah.
will have a feud. I will have Rampage have like, oh, catch this feud or this match and feud and dark on YouTube.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
because at least that way people will like subscribe more to AEW and watch more of it.
Yeah.
So that's why I
Mm,
also like, you know, uh even Impact is doing something like that with Before the Impact. There's some feuds where it's like, oh, I'll meet you at Before the Impact, you know.
mm,
So it's like there's separate storylines. So nothing
yeah.
wrong with that. But AEW just has too many rosters, man. They gotta release some people. There's no way everybody on that show is signed.
Yeah.
Just there's no way.
Well, not in Dark. Dark, they just you use indie talent, but they should use their
But they
old.
have they have dark and dark elevation.
Yeah, I think for Dark and Dark Elevation they use like indie talent, but they have so much roster they could just easily just fill Dark and Dark Elevation with their own roster they have signed already.
Mm,
Yeah.
interesting. But anything else you want to say before we wrap this show up?
No, just like yeah, I mean, a lot of wrestling's going on.
A lot.
I mean, yeah,
G.
but there's nothing much. Yeah, I mean, besides the next shows coming up, Revolution's gonna, AEW's gonna do Revolution. Impact, you
Oh,
said No Surrender.
what happened with Adam Cole, baby?
Oh yeah.
Why would they bring him back just to promote he's gonna have a match with Revolution, but not it's an open challenge, I believe, right?
Oh wow.
So it's
Yeah.
like, why would you not have somebody like Ethan Page
Mm.
be like going having he's doing something with Matt Hardy and they're having a little like trying to have build a feud or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But why not have somebody like Ethan Page be like having a match every week, doing open challenges and winning against everybody who, shows up and then having a match at Revolution, like, okay, I'm gonna have an open challenge and then Adam Cole shows up. I mean, Adam Cole could showed up like the week before Revolution and be like, oh, I'm next in line to face you at Revolution, but what was the whole point of bringing him back and then just be like, hey, my match, I'm cleared, but I'm not gonna have my first match is gonna be on Revolution,
Yeah.
but there's nobody. It's gonna be an open challenge,
Yeah. Wow.
and it's just like, okay, like you could at least had a feud. Normally, people will come back and have a feud, but AEW does stuff differently there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
anyways, ever take us home,
All right, listeners and or viewers, this will be it for this
a
episode. I'm Ever,
and
and this is Ian.
we are out.
Bye, guys.
Doo-doo-doo.